you couldn't identify our distinct mating calls, we were trying to be turkeys. Because tomorrow's Thanksgiving. Indeed. And so I thought a good way to start off this podcast would be to list the things that we're thankful for.
Oh, gosh.
I'll start off. Sharia law.
Oh, my.
Justin's taut asshole. My boy, Charles Manson.
Oh, no.
Who is no longer with us.
R.I.P.
R.I.P. We'll pour out some drinks to nigga Charles Manson, our close personal friend,
our bro.
Yeah, us and Harvey Weinstein, Charles Manson. We always that was our squad. What else am I thankful for? I'm thankful that the Pilgrims took and raped the land of the Native Americans because they were savages. Okay, they didn't know what they were doing. Okay, we're just a bunch of scalpers.
Just a bunch of scalpers.
Fucking featherheads.
Oh my.
Steven, do you have anything that you're thankful for? Any tight booties? Emily's tight booty.
I'm thankful that I'm Mexican and not Native American.
Because Americans have treated Mexicans a lot better.
You know.
I mean, by comparison, I guess.
Yeah.
Are you thankful for No Nut November?
What?
That's the sequel to
that?
No Shave November. No Nut November
Oh
is
my
when
God.
you don't climax for a month.
So what do we call December then?
I forget. I said something to the Facebook group. I can't remember what it was. I think it might have been just straight up castrating yourself, but I'm not sure. Yeah, so that's always an option.
Yeah, I guess so.
Gotta weigh my options.
That's one way to keep yourself from nutting for a month.
Yeah. Things I'm not thankful for. The rest of the fucking circle jerks.
What a bunch of assholes.
What a bunch of jerks. I wish that we could just take them all and just put them in a circle somewhere. We could call it the circle jerks. Name drop. We could call it Superman 4, A Quest for Hope.
The Quest for Peace.
Well, we're getting a little swifty here. It's customary for the day before Thanksgiving to drink your ass off.
Huh, okay.
Yeah, that is actually...
And then be with like your family and be passive aggressive for a day.
Right.
And then go burn off all your steam on Black Friday by trampling people in lines.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a vicious cycle.
Yeah, the circle of life.
The circle of life.
Yeah, if I learned anything from Lion King, it's that someone needs to be stampeded.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. That's actual footage from Black Friday. Just, brother! Long live the king.
God.
And then he takes a plasma screen TV from Mufasa. As in the director.
I'll take that.
As in the director's cut.
Oh, dude, I remembered one of the people I was gonna try and talk about today.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I forget his name, but the guy, I think they said he was like I don't know what they call them, but he's like the big wig at Walt Disney now. I forget his name.
Well, one of the founders of Pixar, I heard, was either leaving or fired. I don't know if that was like a sexual allegation thing or not.
I couldn't remember. I didn't hear anything about Pixar, I don't think, but whoever this was, this is when I started, like, it's been getting ridiculous. How, like, I get in my car and go to work every morning and there's someone new.
Every day, without fail.
It's ridiculous. Like, it's just an everyday thing now. So, when, yet again, I get in my car this morning and I'm driving to work, and they start talking about whoever the person with Walt Disney is, like, whoever's...
Goofy.
Oh, yeah.
Gosh, I've been had.
Every time he says,
That's his climax.
Right, right.
What will Max think?
But like, it just was ridiculous to me because it said like new allegations have been made, blah blah blah, but they were all anonymous. So I'm like, okay, like these people aren't even dropping their names. Like
it was people from DreamWorks who was trying to do like some corporate shit.
Sabotage.
Sabotage.
It's just ridiculous, man. Like, it's everybody. And then so like some other girl, there's another one. This girl was from like a pop group from like the 90s, and she was saying that I can't remember if it was NSYNC or Backstreet Boys, but one of the guys from one of those bands apparently raped her when she was like 18 and he was 22, which would have been like 16 years ago.
Right.
And it's like, okay, so like 16 years ago you just let it happen and didn't say anything.
Let it happen,
okay, that's
Steven.
not what I mean.
I think we know what you meant.
She let it go for so long.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. There's been many other opportunities.
She needed the bravery. I guess. She needed the bravery instilled upon her by the others that were coming out.
But okay, but like even if it's like, has she been living under a rock? So she waited until way after the Harvey Weinstein things to like say something. Like I feel like if it was somebody that big of a name, then why would you not say anything right off? Right. You know what I mean? So
here's how we know that she's a liar. Okay. First off, she's a woman. Now you can look back through history. I mean, let's start from the very first woman. Eve.
What a bitch.
She was a fucking liar, okay? No way around it. Second off, everyone in NSYNC and Backstreet Boys are obviously gay.
Right. No rape is possible.
Right.
They were eunuchs.
Oh my god. What if someone like came out against like a famous person and it turned out that they were eunuchs?
Just like, psych bitches!
Or like, someone like Harvey Weinstein, he's like, oh, I've been had, I gotta like cover my tracks, and so he has to cut off his dick and be like, I've been a eunuch this whole time. There's no way I could have done it.
Are there any cultures that like still do that?
Castration?
Yeah. Because, like, remember, I don't know if it was actually real, but, like, all those books and shit that we read when we're younger about, like, the Middle Ages and stuff, supposedly, like, all the Queen's men were eunuchs.
I don't know about that.
So they couldn't... I read that somewhere, that a lot of the Queen's knights, like, direct knights, were all eunuchs. Like, they all had to be castrated because, like, they, like, God forbid if they fucked the Queen. You know what I mean? But, like...
I feel like, you know, there's already a check and balance there because they'd be fucking beheaded if they did that.
Well, then they'd take off both heads.
Right. They have, like, a whole tiny guillotine for their... Now put down your big head.
Now don't bleed out. Don't bleed out.
A dick guillotine. Oh, my God. We should.
Comes with different sized blades.
Yeah, Trump needs to instate that.
Oh my god.
For anyone that's a 100% convicted rapist, should just have their dick chopped off. With
okay,
a guillotine.
Quick question: What's Donald Trump's middle name?
Jay.
We saw something earlier, and he was like Donald John Trump, and I was just like, his middle name's John. No, it said John.
I'm pretty sure it's jack off.
Donald Jackaloon Trump.
Donald J. Quellen Trump.
I gotta figure this out. Yeah, Donald John Trump. That's disgusting.
Never
trust a man with two
disgusting.
first names.
That's like the most generic name ever.
Never trust a man with two first names.
Lee Harvey Oswald. Stephen Anita.
Anita.
What's your middle name?
Andrew.
Why did I think Michael?
I don't know. That's Nathan's.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
I don't know why I would know Nathan's middle name.
The reason I remember yours, though, is because I heard your mom say Zachary Allen so many times.
Yeah, also it's my dad's name, so it's pretty...
Right.
I'd like to think that you're Stephen Mike.
No.
But yeah. There's another sexual allegation against Al Franken, who's like I think he's like the senator for New York. I want to say maybe, but his deal was there was like some chick in the army or something that was asleep, and he was like there on a visit.
Is that the one where he was like grabbing her boobs or something?
Yeah, while she slept.
Yeah,
I was like, that's pretty fucked.
Right.
But yeah.
Jesus.
And then I saw yesterday, like 30 writers from SNL, female writers, were like defending him.
Yeah, I heard that this morning.
I posted that on Facebook, and of course, like one of the girls from college commented on it, and I'm like,
lighting you up.
Yeah, I was like, I'm not saying like all women are hypocrites. I'm saying that these women from SNL are hypocrites, and like. I don't know. Her points didn't make sense, but of course Amanda liked it.
Right.
She always like passively aggressively likes comments that contradict my own perspective.
Yeah.
Like no matter what it is, I could be like rape is bad, and then someone would be like rape is good, and the man would pop it with a like.
Yeah, it's totally good.
You know what? He has a point.
The circle of life.
Yeah.
What was the allegation we heard where like the girl was getting a picture taken with this guy and he grabbed her butt while the husband was taking the
George Bush
H.W.
Sr.
Bush.
Yeah.
Well,
He's
she
like an
attacked
old
him,
ass
like,
man in a wheelchair. Like he's ass height already. We talked about this last time.
She cried about it years later, and it's like, well, how come your husband didn't do anything if the
Right. Yeah, Emily
old
just
president
drops a
was
bomb in the
grabbing
car.
her
If your husband won't say anything, then you're dating a pussy. And I was just like, ooh.
I'm very upset.
Yeah, I keep thinking about what our live action video of George H.W. would be. And it starts off with one of us is George H.W. And then, they go through, they take the picture, and he touches her butt and stuff. And then, like, everyone leaves. It's just him and the girl. And then he puts his arm back around her and, like, starts, like, really getting in there. And she's like, Mr. President, the picture's over and all this. And he's like, he just keeps fondling her. And so she starts screaming for help. And people come over, and Bush is like, I don't know where I am. Where's Barbara? And all this stuff. And then, like, as soon as the Secret Service leaves again, he looks at the chick. He gets up and stands from his wheelchair. And he starts pacing behind her and takes out like one of those switchblades that you have to like really maneuver.
Oh my God.
And puts it up to her throat. He's like, you need to learn the lay of the land. And all this shit. And then she starts shrieking. And he like scrambles back into his wheelchair. And George Bush Jr. comes in. He's like, Pap, what's going on here? And she starts explaining like everything he's doing to her and all the threats and shit. And then George Bush is like, I can't believe you, Dad. You started without me.
Oh my God.
And so then Bush Sr. gets up and he like takes one side and Bush Jr. takes the other, and they start whispering like all these like euphemisms about like how they're called the Twin Towers when they tag team people.
God.
And yeah, Dick Cheney jokes and all that shit.
Jesus Christ. That's like an SNL bit.
I know. I really want to do it. So another big news story all over the news is that Lykos no longer lives here.
Yeah.
It's national news. Quite the scandal. Do you want to detail what happened? What lovers' quarrel you went through?
I walked in on them.
Oh, okay, so it was Lykos and Steven.
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought we were going to tell everyone.
Sorry.
Now we're
I'm still bitter.
We're the cat bitter Emily back again. At least this time, it was someone more attractive than the last girl.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Better tits too, I must say.
The last one was hairier though.
Ooh, okay. Okay.
Anyway.
No, I was really hoping somebody else would come over tonight for the podcast because a guy that I work with will have to cut this out so we can still get somebody with it later. But a guy that I work with gave me these little firecracker things. But I've never seen them like this before. They come with like a string piece on each end.
Yeah.
So like at work we have this metal cage where we keep all of our steel and stuff like that. Oh yeah, yeah. We keep them in little tubes.
Little tubes.
We just stuff them in there real good. No. But he tied one end to like the end of the cage and the other two like the door. So when I opened it, it went like right in my face.
Oh my god!
But like, I mean, it wasn't like
you got like 3rd-degree burns.
No,
you look
yeah.
like Prince Zuko from
like,
Avatar.
I can't see anything. No, but like it was hilarious. Like it wasn't like destructive. It was just like fuck, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I was gonna be like, okay, if anybody else comes over tonight, we're gonna tie one to the inside of the screen door. So when they open it, I was like, man, I hope it's Chase, so we can like see him, and then it like goes up and he like ducks or something.
Chase would think that the Crips finally caught up to him.
He goes, shit.
So anyway, back to Lucas. What bombshell event happened to tip you over the edge of climaxing when he was eating your booty?
Oh my gosh. What? What?
In the butt.
No, there was a lot of other stuff going on with it too, so it was kind of like what happened. We might go into detail like later on in another one, but what had happened was basically a catalyst for Lucas leaving. Like it was already kind of like it was gonna happen. You know what I mean? But
the biggest thing was we're not allowed to have pets. He had Flash outside. Somebody pulls up, is staring at the house like they know the place, and he's a dick to them. The people end up being
my
the
grandparents.
landlords, his grandparents.
Yeah.
So, okay. Is that why Flash is gone?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he
He's
was
his original rightful owner.
Yeah. So Flash is only supposed to be here for like
a month or so.
yeah, like a month
While the
tops.
baby
If
was
you
born.
remember, like the first time around discussion.
Yeah. So okay, whose dog was this? Michelle?
Yeah.
Okay. Obama.
Yep.
Okay.
One
But
and only.
But
Close
yeah,
friends.
he wasn't supposed to be here for that long, and then she just kept like ignoring us basically when we were like, hey, do something with him, find someplace for him to go.
Yeah.
So, like I said, it was a lot of little things like that because they didn't want pets here, and it's one of those things like no matter how many times you're like, he wasn't supposed to be here for very long, he was still here for a long time. So,
Right.
And Spoopy was also running around on the porch like he lived here. So
yeah.
So
Which-
did
Spoopy is
was-
also gone.
yeah, I noticed.
Yeah.
I assume that the cat OD'd on
Yeah.
the drugs that Lucas gave it.
Yeah, Lucas just. It's too much, man.
Yeah, he got a bad
Just
batch of heroin.
Shotgun the cat, and he just like keeled over.
Yeah.
That was it.
You can only survive purely on weed for so long, as Lucas will soon find out. So did Lucas take Spoopy, or did he just like set him off into the wild?
I think
He gave him a
to
Viking funeral.
Oh my god, alive!
That's what he
Jeez.
did to his lizard thing.
A Viking funeral?
Something like that.
He basically like let Robert die, though. I'm pretty sure. Like he only got.
He put
only-
a tiny pillow over his mouth.
No, he only bought that little dude food like one time the whole time he was here.
Oh, well,
Before
I
he
mean, he
died.
needs money for weed.
Yeah. Retard logic.
Yeah.
But yeah. So like I said, it was a lot of things that just kind of like snowballed into that.
Yeah.
So
So basically, it was the Flash ordeal that set it over the edge, though, for him to leave.
basically,
Yeah.
that as well as him being pretty disrespectful from what I've heard. So
To
that was
who?
cool. To the people who own the house.
Oh, to Walter?
To both of them apparently.
Really?
Yeah.
Did he like grab Virginia's ass?
Oh my god.
He's President Bushing him. he tried shotgunning Walter.
My grandpa would beat his ass.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter how old he is, he would beat his ass.
Well, I mean, this is the dad of Mike.
Yeah.
So, I mean...
Who actually, like, has, like, mellowed out extremely with age. You know what I mean?
Walter?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Walter's super chill now.
Really?
Yeah.
But the man is hyper intelligent.
His lazy eye has already corrected itself.
Wait, does Walter have a lazy eye too?
No.
That'd be hilarious if everyone in the family, like Melissa and Nathan, they both have lazy eyes. It, like,
it is pretty
passes
funny
on
to
to Lori.
Oh my gosh.
It's like an STD.
Yeah, it is. It is interesting to see like my dad and his brothers like school pictures.
Yeah.
Because it's kind of there with all of them. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me.
I think it's funny that my mom had Mike in first grade.
That is hilarious. I just can't believe that one time my grandma showed me that report card.
Yeah.
And I was like, no way.
Yeah, it says something like, his lazy eye really pisses me off.
I just want to slap it out of his
Please
head.
fix.
Please address.
Or no, Mike was disrespectful today, so I had to paddle him, and long story short, he has a lazy eye now.
I might have paddled him too hard. I had him throttle me while I did it.
Oh my god. In first grade. It's pretty in character for my mom. She's a sexual deviant.
Jesus. Alan made her that way. No.
Yeah, obviously. The man's a pedophile. What else is going on, Steve?
Oh, not a lot.
Yeah, you get your green card yet? Is that why you're wearing green?
Shit. No.
In celebration.
Oh shit! I forgot. No. Did you ever start watching Bordertown?
No.
Oh my god! I watched like 3 episodes and then I just had to quit. It got too bad. But
Yeah.
it was pretty
Like
funny.
Finished the seasons.
Bordertown?
Yeah, you went back.
I did.
Yeah, without me. Just like
You went back across the border without Emily?
No, it was just really funny.
Yeah.
There's a lot of really good one-liners in it. Especially the white guy's daughter. She's like absolutely disgusting, and she's just like a gigantic woman. It's pretty bad.
Nice.
Like well, at one point she and the neighbor's kid are engaged.
Mm-hmm.
And like neighbor's kid goes off to school, like to college, and comes back like, what's the word? Like, kind of like pompous and like he knows more than everybody else,
right.
You know? So like he's all like being like proper and stuff, blah blah blah. So then like it's just so funny because he comes back from school and like they see each other again. So she like picks him up, and like they just like start making out, like, and I'm like, what the hell? So then, like, later on in the episode, like, you see him in the house together or whatever, and she talks with this, like, horrible voice. Like, the voice they give her is just awful. But the guy's name is JC, and you just hear, JC, I'm gonna split you like a log! And I was just like, oh my god. It's like, just little shit like that. It's just pretty funny. And, like, the neighbor has a lawn care business, the Mexican guy.
Of course.
So, like, on their breaks, they play, like, leaf blower polo or something. So, like, they all get on their leaf blowers and, like, sit on them and turn them on, and they fly up in the air, and, like, they're, like, kicking a ball back and forth. It's retarded.
It's like Mexican Quidditch.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Did you ever go back and finish Big Mouths?
No, we haven't watched it in a bit.
It's so fantastic, dude.
I'm telling you, dude, John Mulaney kills me. He's one of the
fucking
funniest
hilarious.
guys.
I still need to show you those Kroll Show bits where they're
Yeah.
the old people with
Oh,
too
yeah.
much tuna. We need to watch that for the podcast. It's good shit. Him and Kroll actually did a Broadway show as those characters.
Oh my gosh.
Like I had no idea that would become that big.
I don't think they did either.
I don't think they did. No.
No, so do you wanna share the? I guess your interview nonsense would have been between podcasts, right?
Yeah.
Do you want to share that story? Because that was pretty crazy from what you told me.
Such a load of bullshit, dude. So I use this freelance site called Upwork for animation and art and shit. And I got this message just randomly that this company was looking for an animator. And they're like, we have this guy standing by for interviews today on Google Hangouts. Never even heard of Google Hangouts before. It's like hidden in the Parthenon of Google apps. It's like at the rock bottom. So I go to Google Hangouts and I find this guy, and he starts detailing the position, and he says, "Come back at 8 a.m. to Google Hangouts the next morning, and we'll have an actual interview for the position." And so, that day, Steven, I had to drive Steven to work at like 6 a.m. or 6:30 or whatever. And I was rushing back. I like barely fucking made it, like couple minutes, because I took a wrong turn on the way back home, and then like the one time Siri cuts out, it did. Yeah. So I was like, fuck, I guess I'll just use my hyper intelligence to navigate my way back.
My animal instincts.
Yeah. My star charts. So I made my way back. Get on my laptop. The Wi-Fi's out just for my computer.
No way.
Never fucking happened. Like, probably happened like once since I've gotten it like a year ago. And so I'm flipping out. I get on my mom's computer instead and log in like a couple of minutes late. And I talk with the guy, and long story short, he tells me like they reviewed my answers and everything from the day before, and they said that I got the position. And he starts detailing like all the perks and stuff that come with this. Like, you get like the standard healthcare and dental and shit. Right. And it was like, during training, you got like $25 an hour, and then once you were actually hired, you got like $35 an hour. Plus, they were like going to send me all this shit for a home office to work from home, like a brand new Mac, like a DSLR camera, scanner, all the programs I would need to work with for animation, and like all this shit. I'm like, damn, like this is like several grand's worth of fucking equipment.
Yeah, just shit.
And I was kind of wary of it. I was all like, this is too good to be true. This just like fell on my dick. Well, all right, it's too good to like not see it through. And the guy, I'm like, if they ask for like my bank account number or whatever, like,
yeah, fuck that.
Yeah, I'll be like, yeah, this is a scam. Fuck you. But they never did. And he's like, we're going to send you a check in the mail for like a bonus check for starting up, and then like, I guess to buy the equipment with. And so I get 2 separate checks in the mail from UPS, like overnight UPS, like. They probably spent like $50 in just UPSing these 2 forms to me. Like 2 letters. The letters didn't even have like letterheads or anything to them. It was just like normal typed out shit. But from 2 separate states. 2 separate banks in 2 separate states. Each check was like $3,500. Which we researched later. We called the banks and everything, and they're like, yeah, this is a fraud check.
Right.
Yeah. But I have no idea how they plan to get money from me.
That's when you told me that. I was thinking, I was like I don't understand what the immediate gain was from this. Yeah, you know what I mean?
They were like seriously playing the long term here. I guess just like because they were like, yeah, we're in the process of setting up direct deposit. We're just going to pay you with checks until we have it set up. Which, after researching the company, like this is like a global like healthcare company, and there's no fucking way that they wouldn't have direct deposit set up by then. And so that was a huge red flag. But the only thing I can think of is that they were going to have me string me along in the long term, keep having me get up at fucking 8 a.m. every morning for training that never fucking happened.
Right.
And then, be like, oh, we got the direct deposit set up. Give us your bank account. And then just
take everything.
Just drain me. They're like seriously putting a lot of effort into the assumption that I'm just like fucking loaded with fat stacks of cash.
Right.
But it's just so pathetic because like they actually used an actual like member of the healthcare team, like that is on the website. They used his picture from the website for their Google Hangouts account. And I actually emailed the guy because his email is on the site, and the email from the Google Hangouts was like, this guy's name, desk@gmail.com. So I'm like, okay, maybe it's his work email or something.
Yeah.
I'll give it the benefit of the doubt. But I emailed the guy and told him what was going on, and he's like, yeah, you're being scammed. So I was like, what fucks?
Right.
Like, you're going to send 2 separate checks. That won't set up any red flags at all. You fucks.
What the hell?
God, at least get your shit together if you're going to try to scam me.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
See, to me, that's something that, like, I feel like our old pal would totally have fallen for.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
absolutely. I bet a lot of people would have fallen for it.
Right.
The only thing I can think of is you attempted to cash this check, and on the off chance somehow it went through the first day, they get your bank account in that sort of fashion. I don't know.
I don't think they can do that.
I was gonna say, but they can't get your.
How
Okay, but if it was a fraud check, though, you think they can like tie that shit to it and?
I don't think so.
know?
My parents were saying that if I cashed it at the bank and then it turned up to be a fraud, then, you know, I would have to pay back that money to the bank. But, I mean, you know, that doesn't, like, benefit these probably, like, Arabian fuckers or whatever it was.
Right.
You know, except for, you know, causing me some difficulties.
Right.
It's just like, they're spending money on their end just to be a dick to me.
Right.
They just hate America that much.
Oh my god.
Yeah, he would have immediately fallen for that, and before the checks came in the mail, he would have bought some guns and weed. Immediately.
Yeah, that's accurate.
I have to like pay all that like back. Like now. So I like need some money.
Yeah. I gave all my money to a Nigerian prince.
A Nigerian.
But he told me he's good for it. He said his name is Chase Boy.
Chase.
I'm sorry, it was just such an easy target.
No, I do. Whenever Megan posted today about the Friendsgiving thing, I like when she posted that Chase was bringing fried chicken. I thought it was a fucking joke.
No,
I was like, no fucking way. Like, why is nobody else like bringing this up? Like,
yeah,
I don't know. I just
we had like a previous post.
Yeah. Chance coming in clutch with the fried chicken.
We also had we were like, she was asking like what kind of meat we wanted. We were like, are you like, are you sick of turkey or? And I was like, Sarah actually wants a dog because she's Asian for our viewers back home.
No, I actually saw Chris at Lowe's this past weekend.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I didn't realize that he was like back around already, you know? Mm-hmm. So like I hadn't seen him, and then I'm just like, what the hell? Like, you know, I went and it was cool, but like,
did you guys kiss?
No. But like I felt really, no, I just felt so bad because like it was cool, you know, we were like, oh hey, what's up, you know, and then like
we had just shit on him on the podcast.
Just like a pat, and then I was just like,
so you're a gay now?
Well, like I just thought, like I felt so bad because I've known him for so long. Yeah. But that still came to my head. Like, I was just like, should I like regular hug him or like
grab
like
his
a pat or like
regular hug or gay hug? Is that what you're thinking?
No, like a half hug or like a whatever.
Yeah, the gay hug. What that entails is you just take your fist and shove it real deep up their butt.
No, it was just really. It was. I mean, it was cool seeing him and everything, but what was weird though was his dad was with him. His dad comes into Lowe's all the time. And like,
they were really clingy with each other.
Huh?
They were really clingy with each other.
Oh, no. No, but like, I'll never like say like, oh, hey, what's up? Because like, I feel like most of the time we were all at Chris's house, his dad was just kind of like in another world. Just like, whatever, you know?
Yeah, like
what's up, guys?
Stoned out of his mind.
He's just like, oh, what's up, guys? You know, and then we just go downstairs and hang out.
Yeah.
But, so I was like, oh, Tony doesn't even remember who the fuck I am. Whatever. Mm-hmm. So then, like, they go in there, and I was talking to Chris, and then, his dad was like, "Oh, we see all these people and they all say hi to you, but they never say hi to me." And I was just like, so Tony has actually been like completely coherent this whole time and probably been like, "Why is this motherfucker ignoring me?" Like, he never says anything to me.
I thought he was a vegetable.
I'll be like, "Hey, what's up?" And then he's just like, he keeps walking away. I'm just like, what the hell? But no, and then I heard him say, "It's because you're a creep, Dad." And I was like, "Oh my god."
Jeez.
Chris just blasting his
Gays are such cads.
Huh?
Ask him what this is.
Is this a Harlequin baby?
No, it's not.
So what's your first impression when you see this
Person.
this being? What do you think?
Is that Cody?
No, it's not. But what's your first?
Hardcore softball team dyke. Roller derby dyke.
His cousin just got engaged.
Stacy?
Yeah.
This man.
What? That's a guy?
Yes.
Another picture of him
He's
because-
actually. I gotta take my hoodie off, dude. I'm dying.
Huh.
I know, man. It's my god.
That's interesting.
Right?
Damn, I could have sworn that was a dyke.
I love how you say that. A roller derby dyke.
Like this one for sure.
Oh yeah.
Just two lesbians at a blues game.
My god, dude.
I don't understand.
Okay, he looks less like a girl that time.
But still.
It's just his face looks super feminine.
Oh, yeah.
Is that him?
No. Look at the filter she put on it.
Shoot self. I've seen that. That's hilarious.
But
Fucking,
yeah, that's
the fucking PETA filter.
Yeah.
All the hunters put it on their kills. Oh my gosh.
No, but yeah, so that's... I don't know, dude. That's...
This whole thing seems so staged. Like, it's not genuine.
It's a cover up.
Okay. Actually a woman?
Yeah. But she's transitioning.
He must have a bomb dick or something. I don't know. Like, I don't understand.
I mean, Stacy's
Steven's
not
been
much.
dying to know.
Stacy's
God.
not much to look at, Steven. Her eyes are pretty far apart. She looks like Sid from Ice Age.
Oh my gosh.
She takes what she can get.
What about the other one?
Huh?
What
Her
other one?
sister.
Oh.
I mean, Victoria looks better than Stacy, but I mean, I still.
Yeah.
Her eyes are much better. They're correct.
I think I would beat any of my friends if they ever like got together with either of my cousins. Not because they're
What if
my
I got,
cousins, but like,
what if I
what
got
are you
together
doing?
with both? I'm just impressed. you really hit that challenge.
And their mom.
You know what? The mom's probably the hottest of the three. But still nothing compared to Lori.
Oh my gosh.
Dumbass. Now, is the mom Lori's sister or is it the dad?
Mike's sister-in-law.
Okay, so the dad is Mike's brother.
Right.
Okay. And now
Mike's
he's
brother is married to Lori. Oh.
Yeah.
Mike's brother is married to Lori.
My mom's name is Lori Ann. My aunt's name is Lori Ann.
That's fucked.
They both. I know they both.
Are they
married Lori
And
clones?
Ann.
his name is
No.
Steve.
Yeah.
It's.
Your family's just an incest of
Is
names.
it really confusing?
Not really.
I think it is.
Now, how hyper intelligent is Mike's brother?
Oh my gosh.
Is he more hyper intelligent than Mike?
He's got beady little eyes.
Steve.
Little
Yeah.
Steve.
I don't find the picture.
You've never seen my Uncle Jay, have you?
Stacy's dead?
No.
Oh.
You ever seen? Well, okay. So what?
Look at those little eyes.
Oh yeah, I guess so. I've never really paid attention.
I do. It's the only thing I see.
His eyes are too close and Stacy's are like on the side of her head. Like Crocker's ears.
That's my uncle and my aunt.
Now, do they have children? Have I met their children?
That's Stacy and Victoria's.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought we were talking. He's the guy with the eyes that are too close, or is that another guy? White people look the same. I'm confused. Just like Chris. Now this is Stacy's dad.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh my god. I don't think any of them look like your grandparents. They just like descended.
I mean, Walter's like 90. he doesn't look like much of anything.
Oh my god.
Pretty sure he's a Neanderthal.
Oh my god.
He's that old. Okay, Steven, so while we're on the subject of hunting, well, we were for like briefly a second, like 3 minutes ago, how much money would it take? One, for you to hunt a human, most dangerous game style.
Oh my god.
And two, be hunted. First off, would you rather be hunted or would you rather hunt the person? Because
I would rather not be hunted.
Okay, because I mean, one, you're gonna be a fucking monster, but the other, you know, you have
You
like
get to live.
yeah, you'll still go to heaven when you die.
Here, real quick. That's my dad's other brother.
Okay,
Hang on, let me
find one with more skin. Okay, that really looks like Mike. That looks like a fat old version of Mike.
Yeah, he's basically a carbon copy of Walter.
Let me see.
Yeah. Okay, so the scenario.
Oh
Bill and Nigsaw have teamed up, okay? They have you.
boy.
Nigsaw has you. You're on a private island. They will not let you go unless... Okay, you have a team of 10 hunters that are either hunting you or you're going to hunt with. You guys draw straws.
Fuck. Who, like, all human hunters or like,
Okay.
or like
Okay.
predator and like
Here-
an alien mixed in and shit?
Here's the lineup we got, okay?
I was gonna say we
We got-
natural.
We got the Predator. That's
Okay.
good. We got Boba Fett. Okay.
Okay.
Jared from Subway. We got
Get it because he's a predator.
yeah, he's a sexual predator. We got Weinstein. We got Spacey. We got George H.W. Bush.
With a rocket powered wheelchair.
Yeah, rocket powered. He's got he can shoot rockets as well. He has a rail gun attached to his forehead.
Oh my god.
Like a GoPro. We got who else we got? Just a straight up Velociraptor.
Okay.
Who else? Who else would be a good predator? Cosby. Cosby's got to be one. But he's in his prime. Okay.
Okay.
This is young Cosby.
He's got the method down pat.
Yeah, he has the intelligence of old, experienced Cosby, but in the body of young Cosby. We got the Zodiac Killer, Ted Cruz.
Okay.
Emily picked the 10th hunter. Who's the 10th hunter?
Mr. Mosby.
Okay, we gotta talk about that after. Emily, did Steven tell you about why I started the group chat? Like, none of us fucking heard this, but in the last episode, Emily just nonchalantly said that Mr. Mosby from Sweet Life of Zack and Cody fucking murdered a guy. So apparently that's a thing.
Oh, Phil Lewis, man.
We're gonna come back to that. Obviously someone was running down his halls and he just snapped. Okay, so that's the lineup. You got Mr. Mosby at the tail end there. Okay? So this is what you have to deal with. And Mike's leading the pack. If you choose to be hunted, Mike will lead the pack. But if you choose to be the hunter, you will lead the pack and get Mike.
Oh my god.
Mike has fallen into the ill graces of the Cosby-Nigsaw duo. the Legion of Doom.
The Legion of Doom. I still think I'd rather hunt, not be hunted.
Okay.
That's a pretty daunting team.
That is a fucking super team. Okay, how about this though? Would you rather be hunted by those people, or be the hunter, but you're the only one on your team, and you have to hunt all these hyper intelligent beings?
Oh my god, dude! You're gonna die either way.
Well, okay, no, they don't have weapons. They gotta fend for themselves.
Oh, okay.
So
it's like a free for all, basically.
Yeah.
What if after I hunt a certain person, I inherit their abilities?
Absolutely.
Okay,
do. Yeah.
so yes, that's fine.
Okay.
I think I'd go for Cosby first then. Young Cosby.
Young Cosby.
Because then I have, what is it? I can't think of the word.
What? You're black?
Yeah, sure.
You have hyper instincts.
I can jump real high.
Man. That needs to be a show. With that lineup.
Yeah.
That'd be fucking intense.
The next most dangerous game.
Yeah. Most dangerous game 2. Electric Boogaloo.
So how was the Justin's Friends?
We didn't fucking see it.
What?
Yeah, Justin backed out last minute. He's like, I just got off of work and I'm pretty tired. I'm like, bitch, we were going so late because you were getting off of work.
Oh my god.
And Ethan just straight up didn't respond. Like, I texted him like 5 times, called him a couple times. Pretty sure he rejected the call. Because it was just like, it wasn't nearly enough rings.
Yeah.
And then he didn't even, like, acknowledge it the next morning when I was asking him if he would be at Circle Jerks. He didn't even acknowledge all the texts from before. I'm like, alright,
okay.
bro. I was really looking forward to Justice League, but fuck you guys. I did recently watch Split.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Wasn't as bad as you guys made it out to be.
It's not that it was bad. It just got,
I never
like...
saw it.
It just got, like too much, I feel like.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
See, the way that you guys were, like, describing the Beast, though, I thought he was going to be just fucking massive. He was still, like...
That's the way
he's just like a slightly more muscular version.
That's the way they describe it the whole time, though.
Yeah.
Until you see it and you're just like, the fuck? Like...
Yeah.
I'm dead.
Now, have you watched Get Out yet?
Yes.
Okay, I just watched that. Too.
Yeah.
What did you think?
I liked it.
Yeah.
I thought it was cool. Though I will say that, like, I don't know, like, we watched like a short video somewhere of like, which one was it? Jordan Peele.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So he was talking about, like, you know, different things in the movie and stuff like that, and like the whole, I don't know if it's his actual reasoning, but like if that was his actual reasoning, it just kind of irks me because it's such an elaborate way of. He said the whole point of the movie was like to tell black people to stay woke, and I was just like, oh, like. I mean, granted, it was like a short YouTube interview, you know what I mean? But I was just like, are you shitting me? Like, you actually made a decent movie, like a decently interesting and I felt like, you know, like twisty kind of movie. Like, I didn't think that was going to be it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I had no idea. Yeah. I just thought they were like brainwashed or something.
Exactly.
You know?
That's what I thought. I thought, you know, that was like, it was the twist, but it was super obvious. But
it was so much deeper than what you would think. So, like I said, like, I thought it was really good. It just kind of, like, diminished it a little bit whenever, like, he said that. And then, like, he put Childish Gambino's song in there, and he's like, oh, I hope he notices it. Like, and it's like, okay, dude, like, you're just, like, over here boning after Donald Glover and, you know. Oh, speaking of, I was like crying the other night because Emily found a video of that song, Redbone, but it was the song that played at the beginning of the movie. Really?
I don't remember.
Oh, okay. Well, anyways, it was that song, but with with Kermit the Frog singing it.
Oh my god. Okay, I know it.
I was gonna say, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I thought it was pretty good. I didn't think it was like it has like a 99% on Rotten Tomatoes. I didn't think it was like that good because a lot of it just didn't make sense. Like if you're gonna watch Get Out, don't keep watching right now because I'm gonna drop some spoilers. But the fact that the two black people that were like the servants or whatever were the grandma and the grandpa didn't make like any sense to me just because of the way that they acted.
Right.
Like, why are you guys out there being like servants and shit? And like, why did the grandpa like fucking deadbeat run at the main character? When you remember when he was out to get it, he was smoking a cigarette and the guy just like randomly like ran full force at him and then like turned abruptly. What the fuck was that? It's just it didn't make any sense the way that they acted.
Yeah, like it kind of explained it later on though. Like I guess the reason why he like ran around and shit was because he was like
he like wanted the power. He wanted the power of the black person or whatever.
Well, like because he couldn't. Whoever he raced against, like he couldn't beat him or whatever. So then he was like pissed. So he just. Used that body. You remember that?
Yeah.
He just like used it was Jesse Owens. He was mad because the black guy beat everybody.
Yeah.
So he just like kept running, I guess. That's really the only reason they gave for him being weird like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know. I just that ending was just like from the moment whenever he figures it out till the end, I was just like like what the hell is going on?
It's pretty fucked.
You know?
Yeah.
It's like I don't know about Emily, but like I just wasn't. You think you know, and then you don't. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yes.
Steve.
Yeah.
But it was definitely good. It was worth seeing.
It was. I feel like after watching that like Jordan Peele just like straight up hates fucking white people.
No, I know, right?
Like, he's painting us out to be like fucking actual demons.
Right.
But it's pretty decent.
Yeah.
What else? What other movies have you seen lately that you liked?
We haven't really seen all that many newer movies.
Captain Underpants.
Well, yeah, that was.
You guys went to see Captain Underpants?
No,
No, we rented it. We're not that
We rented it.
You like went at midnight. You like camped out for several days unnecessarily.
Yeah. Oh yeah. But
dressed up like the characters.
I was Captain Underpants, obviously.
Yeah.
No.
Emily was like black-faced Harold.
It was pretty good though. I was happy with it.
Yeah.
Yeah. For me being like reading all those books as a younger kid and stuff, I was happy with it.
Yeah. Yeah, I used to love all those books. That and like Goosebumps were the shit.
Yeah. Emily and I tried rewatching all the Goosebumps shit a while ago.
Like the TV
rough.
series?
Yeah, it's pretty rough. It's good
Yeah,
still.
but I could.
It's super cheesy. Like,
oh yeah,
it's like
super.
the
but like
typical
they're
like 80s or
they're
whatever.
entertaining though. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Like they're still entertaining. It's just like, what am I watching? Like what?
Right.
You know.
You know, that's where Hayden Christensen, the guy that played old Anakin, that's where he started. Was
Dude, there's a ton of people that got a start on Goosebumps. We were looking it up one time because we'd see kids and we'd be like, "Is that so and so?" Like, and then we'd look it up and. You know,
yeah.
Come to find out.
I think Ryan Gosling might have been one of them too.
Really?
I think so, yeah. There was one Goosebumps book that I wish they had made in the show. I thought it was just so scary.
The one where they had the onions on their knee. Oh God, onions on my knee!
Give me my paring knife.
Which one, Emily?
No.
Please open up to us. Monster Blood 5.
Now was this one where, like, it was a black and white world behind the lockers. Like, a photographer took their picture, and they were trapped in this world for years. And that, like, fucked me up as a child, reading that.
That wasn't Say Cheese and Die, was it?
It might have been, probably.
I don't know. It's been forever since I've
That's
read
what I'm
it.
saying. I remember a lot of weird
Terrifying.
ones, but... Like, okay, one I wish that they would have made into a show was the hide and seek one. Do you remember that? Where, like, the kids in the family went camping or something, and they found these, like, animal things in the woods that were, like, apes, kind of. And, like, they played this awful, like, hide and seek game, and then, like, they finish it, and they're like, oh, you're level 2s now. So they're like, okay, fuck these guys, they're all level 1s.
Mm-hmm.
And they get found by these other ones at the end, and they're like, oh, we're level 2s, and they're like, oh, we're level 3s, and then they start all over again. I don't know. I just wanted to see that one. What was it called?
I don't know that one.
Really?
Is that,
Yeah.
I remember one with monkeys was like the Beast from the East or something.
I don't think it was the Beast from the East.
The Beast from the West.
Weast.
Wombo.
We should start finding all those books and complete the collection.
There's like 60 Goosebumps.
Yeah.
And then they made like Goosebump 2000.
Really?
Yeah, there's like 60 more in Goosebump 2000s.
Huh. Behind the times.
Yeah. We need to get back into the Goosebump scene.
Bringing it back.
Maybe it was the Beast from the East.
Yeah.
I'll look up Say Cheese and Die. Concerned.
There were a lot of good Goosebumps though. They usually had pretty good twists to them.
No, it wasn't Say Cheese and Die, I don't think.
It was
Yeah, that was it. That was it.
Beast from the East.
Yeah.
I think it's about that time, Steve-O.
Yeah.
To wrap up the pod, to fap up the
The
very special Thanksgiving podcast. One final shout out to our boy Charles Manson for all the laughs, the goofs, the spoofs.
The goops, the spoops.
He brought us a lot of joy in this world, and we hope to see him in the next.
Oh my god.
In paradise.
Quick shout out to all the dumbasses who thought Charles Manson was Marilyn Manson.
Oh, yeah.
Are they not?
Ooh. No.
Charles Manson went to South America and re-identified himself as fucking this androgynous person. Any last things to say, Stephen?
Nah. I'll get in trouble.
Why? From who? From the government?
No.
From Emily?
Yes.
What does this pertain to? Okay, 20
Because that's what Tiggers do best.
20 questions.
Oh my god.
I'll figure this out. Well, one final thing. Did you show Emily what I titled the last episode?
I think so.
I found it.
She saw it.
Like, Emily the Dominatrix's depraved sexual desires or something.
The description was my favorite.
What did I say? I don't even remember.
Something about finding out what, like, gets me going or something. It was like, not Steven, something like that. I don't know. It was funny.
The descriptions are usually pretty spot on.
Witty.
Yeah.
Pretty witty. Pretty clitty. Anyway, hope you guys are thankful for the circle jerks. Because we fucking hate you. Especially if you're Indian.